Today we're gonna make a variation on pigs in a blanket. We're gonna make brats in a blanket. Yeah, we've got some nice bratwurst that we're gonna wrap up in crescent roll dough, bake that, and pair it with a Sriracha Mustard Dipping Sauce. So let's get that sauce done first. This could not be easier. We're going with about a 1/4 cup of some spicy brown mustard and about a 1/4 cup of Sriracha. And we're gonna mix this together. All right, that's looking good. I'm gonna pop it in the refrigerator and we're gonna move on to wrapping our brats. Now I have 4 brats here. If you know what brats are, Bratwurst. Brats is short for that. Now yesterday I cooked these up out on the Weber kettle. I let them simmer in some beer for a while to start to cook through. Then I seared them over the coals to get this great color and look on the outside. Then I let them chill down overnight. Now the reason I did that is because if we took those straight from the grill and cut them in half, which is what we're gonna do to make these brats in a blanket, the juice would just all flow out of this and you'd have a dry brat. Letting them chill down overnight allows us to do the step today to bring them up a little bit in temp and then finish when they're in the oven wrapped with the crescent roll dough. So I'm gonna pop these in the microwave for about 45 seconds just to start to bring that temperature up. So you can see right there, they're at 91 degrees internal. When they are in the oven, it's gonna bring them the rest of the way up. They'll be perfectly comfortable to eat. But now I need to cut these in half, because this will be the perfect size for our brats in a blanket. All right, let's get these wrapped up. Now, once we have our brats wrapped in the crescent roll dough, we're gonna do an egg wash on them to really help that color develop. In my dish here, I have 1 egg. To this, I'm gonna add about a tablespoon of half and half. You could just use milk or water. I'm gonna mix this together. That's all there is to it. Let's get our crescent roll dough out here. So here are 8 crescent roll pieces just sitting on my synthetic cutting board. Just gonna move this in a minute as we roll these on the wooden cutting board. But just so you can see, this is how easy crescent rolls are to work with. That's it, you just peel it apart. What we're gonna do is lie this down here. We're gonna take one of our brats, put it down at the wide end, and start rolling. Let's do another one. Down at the wide end, start rolling. Just sort of pinch that final end there. This is gonna be great, this sort of end sticking out. It's gonna get nice and crispy, it's gonna be perfect. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and roll the rest of these and then we will give them the egg wash and get them in the oven. So I have my wrapped brats on a piece of parchment paper in a baking tray. My oven is preheating to 375 degrees. Now, once it goes in the oven, it's gonna go anywhere from probably 10 to 15 minutes, depending upon your oven, depending upon the type of crescent roll dough you use. Follow the directions on the package of crescent roll dough, but also keep an eye on them to see if it's getting nice and golden brown. Now, the one thing you don't have to worry about here is the bratwursts being cooked, because they're already cooked and we sort of pre-warmed them. So the oven, they're gonna finish getting back up to that temp we really want. That sort of comfortable temp for eating. Let's give a little bit of an egg wash on these now. This just kind of enhances the color as it bakes. Totally not necessary, but makes it look good, and it's pretty simple. Some people don't use parchment paper, that's okay. I like to use parchment paper on the baking tray when I'm doing crescent rolls. All right, my oven's at 375. These are going in until they are a nice golden brown on the outside and everything is nice and cooked. Well, here are our brats in a blanket. Really nice color on the outside here. I'm gonna let these cool for just maybe 2 or 3 minutes, then we'll place them up and have a taste. Let's get our dipping sauce right here, and we're gonna place some of our brats in a blanket on our plate here, but look at the bottom, nice and toasty brown. That looks like a good serving to me. Let's dive in and have a taste. All right, let's dive in. I'm gonna take this one right here. I think I'll have a taste before I get the sauce, just to see. Here we go. Wrapping anything in crescent roll dough is just so satisfying. It just adds so much to it. Just that nice little blanket of puffy deliciousness on the outside. But now, let's try that Sriracha Mustard Dipping Sauce. Cheers. Mustard and brats go so good together. The addition of that Sriracha just kicks it up a bit, adds a new layer of flavor in there. This is a perfect snack, perfect appetizer for game day for any day.